Alright, hey guys, and today, welcome to another Sky High video. And today I'm going to be doing Sky High, obviously, and let's see if I can win anything good. Now, I do have a few tips on winning good stuff in Sky High, and now my mouse is glitching. Okay, I do have a few good tips on Sky High that you could use, and one of them is not really a cheat, I would call it. It's just one to get rares in Sky High. So first you would have to go on the least laggy server. I went on Selkirk because they only have one dot of people. And then if there's any tabs open, like besides Animal Jam, no tabs are open. But anyway, so if any other tabs are open, I would suggest you close them if you want to be fast. Now another way to play Sky High would be putting on one of your favorite musics while you play Animal Jam. Wow, I've never seen Julian 2 on the homepage of YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna put on Want You Back. No, actually, I'll put on I Just Came to Say Hello. So, don't want to make it too loud. It's not the best, but yeah, so you just put on, this is really, you just put on your favorite music, and then just listen to it while you're in your Sky High game. So, one tip is that if you want to win something in Sky High, this is the major tip. Avoid all gems as possible as you can. Don't touch one. I mean, if you have to, then you should, because you don't want to fall. I mean, which was kind of annoying is that I found out when there was double gems in Sky High during April Fools, when there was double gems for all games, and then the next month they had double gems for Sky High, so I had to wait a whole another month. But now, finally, there's no more double gems for Sky High. So, yeah, I'm pretty laggy, so hopefully I don't fall. I mean, well, so there's not really a lot to talk about while you're playing Sky High, making a video, listening to music. I mean, you'd probably just like, you'd probably should like, you wouldn't put music on. I mean, well, who am I talking to? If my friends, like my sister plays Sky High, she wouldn't put music on. She's 8 years old. Pop's 37. Yeah, so she wouldn't really put music on because she doesn't really care for those tips. She just plays it and whatever she gets, she gets. So, yeah, I'm gonna use these tips by my friend, I think Elena, her username was Elena 04 something with yeah, Elena something. I mean, like, she got number sword, raspberry bow, number bat wings, freedom helmet, all that stuff. And yeah, I'm not sure what she really got, but I know that was some of the stuff. And she got better lay and all that stuff. So yeah, and some of the tips are, what else? Well, there's not many other tips, so I don't think I really need to tell you anymore. But yeah, so I have no idea what I'm saying right now. I'm like, no, not writer's block. I'm not even writing. It's like, I don't know. And my mouse has been glitching like all night, so it's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna get the gems from now on because it's getting annoying. But yeah, that is one of the quote cheats. You would have to avoid all gems. It's pretty hard. And I didn't get my number sword from Sky High. This was an unfair trade. I did my short pink spike for Howlplack, cream worn, and purple non-number sword. And he's so when I traded, I thought it was worth it, and then he was like, haha, it's not worth the spike, I lied. So I'm like, obviously you did, but I don't really care, because I really don't care for spikes. I mean, yes, they're very rare, very, very rare, and it's my opinion, so I don't get why that guy has to get into my life. But yeah, so I mean, like, why do I care if it was an unfair trade or not? I'm just glad that I got a number sword, because I love those number swords, and I got my first ever color. Wait, what was my... No, wait, yeah. No, my first ever color was green. I accepted it for my black one back then, when I didn't know if... I don't even know if that was a good trade or not. My sister kept saying, come on, accept it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, alright, I'll just accept it. Yeah, so I lent it to my sister, and probably a month or two later, I traded it. What? Like lagged. A month or two later, I traded it. So I don't know what I traded it for. Pretty sure it was a bad trade. Oh yeah, no. Well, in my whole AJ lifetime, probably in the 8 months I played AJ, I've gotten 5 number swords, 4 spikes, 2 number bats, 3 freedom wings, 2 mech helmets. Ugh, wasn't paying attention. 4 warns. I mean, not like at one time, in different times. Because if at one time, that would be awesome. And it was pretty dumb for them to accept. My first ever long spike was a yellow long spike because I traded it for a freedom helmet, and they just accepted. So then she's like, finally, I got a freedom helmet, and she was like screaming and yelling. So I'm like, you know, it's just weird. But you know, that was back then, so I really didn't know what was rare or not. Really. Oh wow, I just noticed that the music was off. Yes, there is a possibility to pause Sky High, and I will restart it. The best thing I could do right now. Yeah, so, where was I? Oh yeah, so, I'm like lost now. Like, what the heck am I? Yeah, I really don't know what I was saying. So, I'm just gonna move on to a different thing. Yeah, oh, wait, I remember. So, yeah, back then, I didn't know what was rare or not, or what was. So, I just did the trade. What the heck am I talking about? I do not know. Okay. Yeah, so, oh yeah, okay, I remember. So then, I traded my freedom helmet for a long yellow spike, and then she accepted it, and she was going crazy because she wanted a freedom helmet her whole life, so I'm like, cool. And then, I met this really cool guy, and he asked for the long spike. So I said, well, what do you trade? So then he said, I don't know anything on my list. So I said, your whole list. So he's like, okay. So then I didn't trust him at first. So he said, okay, I'll trade the first 4 things, and then I'll send the rest. So I said, are you sure you're not a scammer? And then he says, I'm sure. I would never do that. I know you're scared, blah, blah, blah. I started to get trusting him. So when I traded him, like, he actually got logged out. So when he came back, he said, I'm so sorry, I got logged out. don't think I scammed you. And then he sent everything, the rest of the stuff on his trade list. So I got 12 betas or rares for my long spike. Yeah, and I still have one of the rares. It was a white giant lion plushie, and I happened to name it Bob, because, I don't know, I just love that name. Yeah, so I still have that rare, and I said I would never trade it, and he said, alright, let's see. So I met him a couple of weeks ago, and when I traded him for my long yellow spike, that was like 5 months ago. So I met him like 2 weeks ago, and then I said I still have the white lion game, and he's like, really? So I'm like, yeah, I named it Bob, and he's like, that's an awesome name. We just had a random conversation, and now we're like best friends, which is really surprising. Yeah, so what else am I supposed to talk about besides rares and Animal Jam buddies? I was really mad that they brought Hatapalooza, because they like brought the best hats back, especially top hats. Top hats are like so rare, and now they're like nothing. Like, okay, I'll trade like bed a head feather, okay, except blah blah blah, because they used to be worth like more than black long spikes. I'm pretty sure more than long spikes, and now they're just like less rare than fox hats. Like if someone sees a trade with the top hat in it, they'll be like, no, I don't want that because it came out. Obviously, people want to have rare stuff, and people want over trades too. So it's a lot of people want over trades. I mean, I do too, but really, I don't think anyone. Well, actually, my friend accepted 3 rainbow clouds for her long pink spike. I didn't think that was much of a good trade. I mean, if it is, then it is, but I didn't think that was a good trade. And yeah, so I'm almost at the top, so I'm just gonna be quiet and see what I get. Oh wow, alright, I'm here, okay. A backpack. You know, Skyhigh should give better items, even though at the beginning of the video, I showed you, all the tips, and I'm too lazy to do it right now. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Okay, bye.